What's up, gang? It's your girl, the Lab Girl, and I'm back with another video. All right, so today I wanted to talk with you guys about traveling. Let's talk about traveling, because since the last Lab Girl Circle show, if you guys watched that video, it was with my guest Samara, and shout out to you, Samara, for being a guest on the Lab Girl Circle and telling us about travel position in New York and your first travel assignment that you got coming up, which we'll definitely speak about in a future episode. But I think a lot of people left that video wanting to know more about travel assignments and how to get into traveling. So just really quickly, if you are thinking about traveling, then I would definitely suggest the first thing is you speaking with a recruiter and actually getting more information about what an assignment will, or getting more information about traveling. I would definitely tell you to think about some things. The first thing would be is to think about traveling. Think about, if you do travel, what states you are thinking about traveling to. Another thing is thinking about, are you bringing your car, or are you just flying into the assignment, and are you going to take public transportation, or are you going to rent a car whenever, for the duration of your assignment. Also to think about the, where you're going to live. Are you going to take the housing that the travel assignment or the travel company may provide, or will you look for a roommate or look for your own housing, so you can actually have that additional money on your paycheck. One of the top things I normally suggest whenever you're traveling is, I know we can get a travel assignment and they say they pay, for example, to say they pay $2,000 a week. And if they pay $2,000 a week, that is probably with the housing. That's like your whole thing with housing not included. So just say, for instance, if you do get an assignment where it's $2,000 a week and you choose for them to pay for your housing, let's talk about how that will go. So if you get an assignment that's $2,000 a week and housing, and you want housing for them to pick your housing for your first assignment or your second assignment or any assignment, then that $2,000 may go down to, for an example, $1,200 a week, because now you've chosen to do the housing stipend. So if you do a $1,200 a week paycheck and your housing is included. So let's really talk about how much money that you really save. And this is different for everyone. So on a good note, or, something that's positive, if you choose to have your staffing agency do housing for you, then, and just say you bring home $1,200 a week. So let's talk about what that includes. So that means whenever you get to your first assignment, you will literally go to the leasing office and pick up your keys, and you'll basically sign something saying that you're the occupant of the home. If you're bringing your spouse, if you're bringing your kids, if you're bringing your pet, or if it's just going to be you, whoever that you're bringing, they'll just need to know who's going to be renting the apartment with you. But it's nothing like legally that you have to do, as far as like, you don't have to get your lights cut on, because that's already either A, cut on in the apartment complex name or where you're staying, or it'll be in the maybe the staffing company. I'm not really sure, how that works, but any deposits that may need to be paid, that's paid through the staffing company. That's nothing that you have to pay, so that's a great thing. The only thing that you will be responsible for will be a pet fee if you have a pet. And normally, from what I recall, whenever I had a pet fee, it was taken out of my paycheck. It was nothing that I had to pay to the apartment complex if I had a pet fee. So that deposit was paid. They broke it up for me. So you literally move into an apartment, no credit check, anything like that, because the staffing company or your healthcare company will, take care of all that for you. What I have experienced whenever I did a travel assignment is, just say if your job starts on October the 1st, normally that week before October the 1st, that's when your staffing company will give you your information about your apartment complex, where you're going to be staying, the address, and, basically when to pick up your keys. So if you start work on October the 1st, maybe 4 or 5 days earlier is when you'll know exactly where you'll be living. And sometimes if your apartment isn't ready, then you'll be put in a hotel or an extended stay until your apartment is ready. I've been very lucky whenever I did my travel assignment that I was only, 15-20 minutes away from the lab. So it depends on what state or city that you're moving to. Nothing may be, or companies may not have contracts with something that may be closer. So that's another thing to think about as well. So, everyone's not that lucky to live so close to their lab assignment. But like I said before, the positive things are nothing, you don't have to put anything in your name. The light bill, anything that, normal, or deposit, anything that normally comes with you moving into an apartment. You just bring your belongings, and the bonus to that is normally the apartment is furnished. In the past, my apartment had been furnished by Court Furniture, and it's a basic setup in which I'll link the apartment tour that I did a few years ago, and basically, what's inside of the apartment. So when you move in, there will be a couch, some end tables, a kitchen table. They provide you with appliances as far as like cooking utensils, pots, pans, also sheets, blanket, some towels. They normally provide you with the basics. So you are coming into a TV, and you're coming into a house that's fully furnished by Court Furniture, or the furniture store that they actually use in their contract. So everything's furnished. You're good there. Trying to think what else is really good about taking the housing. Everything, you just don't have to worry about anything. I'll tell you guys plenty of times in my videos where, in my opinion, if this is going to be your very first assignment, in my opinion, I think is smart to go ahead and have housing, or have your company get your company housing for you, only because they probably have placed other lab professionals or healthcare professionals in the same apartment complex that's closer to your, to your site. And what I've learned with speaking with other travelers is that normally whenever you don't choose a housing stipend, so just say your housing stipend or your weekly pay, if they're promising you $2,000, and just say, for instance, you want to make sure you keep all your $2,000 per week, and then you go and you rent out a room, or you find your own place, or maybe you choose to live in a hotel for your duration. Whatever you choose to do, I've spoken to a couple of travelers in the past, and they told me they really didn't save that much money. I mean, I think the only way, if I'm being real with you guys, the only way that you could probably save like a lot of money would be if you move into a city or a state where maybe you have family members, or maybe you have a friend that'll let you stay for like a fraction of the price. But if you was just to rent a room from somewhere, I mean, if you rent a room and they rent your room for like $500 a month, then yeah, that'll be saving you some money. But $2,000 minus $500 is what, $1,500. So you're gonna save like maybe what, $2,000 $200, if that, maybe, because if your take-home pay would have been $1,200, only hypothetically speaking, if your take-home pay would have been $1,200, not including your per diem, but if your take-home pay would have been $1,200 and you've gotten your own place, but you want to rent a room and your take-home pay now is, going to be $1,500. I mean, you can have your own space, your own place, and you're only losing like $200, $300. But again, you won't have any electric bill, you won't have any rent, you don't have to go get furniture, just buy little things that you know that you need for your duration of your stay. And you don't have to worry about, finding somewhere to stay, because that's all taken care of for you. There'll be more videos about traveling if you guys are thinking about traveling, or if you are a traveler and you watch my channel and you would like to send me some comments or some things that maybe have changed since I haven't been a traveler in over 3 years. So if there's some things that maybe have changed with traveling you guys want to talk about on my channel, or send me a question, you can DM me, or let me know what your experience was like as a traveler. And those are basically the pros and the benefits, I think, of taking a travel assignment and taking the housing. So yeah, so I'll do a little bit more videos about traveling, some things you should consider when traveling, when it comes to your contract. A lot of things have changed. Like I said before, I'm not really, I haven't been in the game of traveling in over three years. So, but yeah, I just, would love to hear from you guys. If you guys have some stories about traveling, did they put you in a sketchy place? Did you have to leave your assignment early? Maybe you wasn't feeling the facility, a lot of things. So if you guys got any questions or comments, or you want to be on my show, The Lab Girl Circle, and talk about your travel assignment, your travel experience, or you want to do a Q&A with me about that, definitely don't hesitate to hit me up at thelabgirlcircle@gmail.com. And do not forget to join the gang, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.